Success doesn't begin with motivation. It begins with discipline. If you want your future to change, your habits must change first. He had heard these words before, but today they hit differently. Because discipline is the foundation of everything great. It is the silent force behind every achievement, the invisible muscle that separates intention from action. And in a world full of distractions, discipline becomes the ultimate superpower. One day, or day one, you decide. The difference between those who dream and those who achieve is not talent, luck, or opportunity. It is discipline. Discipline is not dramatic. It does not shout or demand attention. It works quietly, in the early mornings, when the world is asleep. In the late nights when excuses are loud, in those moments when comfort whispers, "Not today." But he rises anyway. Not because it's easy, but because he knows discipline begins where comfort ends. Motivation is great, but it fades. Motivation is a spark. Discipline is the fire that keeps burning long after the spark is gone. Motivation gets you started. Discipline keeps you going. Every dream he carries is alive, only because discipline feeds it. Dreams are fragile, delicate things. Without action, they remain only imagination. Discipline is what turns a vision into reality. He understands that every choice matters. Every decision pushes him closer to his future or further from it. So he chooses action, even on the days when he is tired, unmotivated, or overwhelmed. Discipline is not created in a single moment. It is forged through repetition, through the small, consistent actions no one else sees. It begins with simple commitments, waking up on time, finishing what he starts, sticking to the plan. Over time, these small choices build momentum. Momentum becomes habit. Habit becomes character. And character becomes destiny. There are people who wait for the right moment. They wait for the perfect day, the perfect feeling, the perfect opportunity. But the disciplined person knows the right time is now. Progress does not wait for perfection. It grows in imperfect conditions during busy days, long nights, and uncertain mornings. He learns to embrace discomfort. Because discomfort is not a sign to stop, it is a sign he is growing. Muscles grow with resistance. Skills grow with practice. Character grows through challenge. Discipline is choosing what you want most over what you want now. Temptations appear every day, distractions, shortcuts, excuses. But discipline teaches him to say no, not out of restriction, but out of respect for his future self. Discipline is protection. It shields his goals, his time, his energy. It reminds him of who he is trying to become. He begins to see discipline not as punishment, but as a form of self-love, a commitment to growth, a promise to his future. There are days when he falls short, days when he loses focus or misses the mark. But discipline is not about being perfect. It's about being persistent. It's about starting again, even when starting again feels difficult. He learns the value of balance. Rest is not the enemy. Rest is part of discipline. Without rest, discipline collapses. With rest, discipline becomes sustainable. While others chase shortcuts or instant results, the disciplined person understands that real success takes time. Greatness demands patience, consistency, and sacrifice. Success is not owned, it's rented, and the rent is due every day. As time passes, something extraordinary happens. What was once difficult becomes routine. What required force now feels natural. He begins to transform. His confidence grows. His focus sharpens. His opportunities multiply. Because discipline creates a life that momentum cannot break and adversity cannot stop. People around him begin to notice the strength he carries. Not the strength of muscles or power, but the strength of character, commitment, and resilience. Yet, he knows the journey is far from over. Discipline is not a finish line, it is a lifestyle. A daily decision to rise, to push, to improve. Every day, he stands at the same crossroads. Remain the same, or become better. And every day, he chooses the harder path, the disciplined path, because he has seen what it builds. He walks forward, not fueled by motivation, but guided by discipline. The bridge between who he is and who he wants to be, between dreams and achievements, between potential and mastery. In the end, discipline does not just change his results. It changes him. It makes him stronger, more resilient, more focused, more capable. And as he looks back on the path he built through consistency and courage, he understands a truth that few ever realize. Discipline is the highest form of freedom, because through discipline, he becomes a version of himself he once thought was impossible. And that is worth everything.
Thanks for watching till the end. Be a part of us to become the best version of yourself. Subscribe for more such contents. Inspiring Soul.